Welcome back, guys. Alright, so today um, we're gonna actually be creating the movement of our cube in the world. So we drop down to 0 feet, and then let me just dig a few holes here. Okay, and then I dig a pathway going up like that, but I can't move, and that is because we haven't created it yet. And I'm pretty sure most of you guys want to do this creation stuff, so we're movement stuff. So we're gonna do that now. Um, And then in the upcoming tutorials, we're also going to finish off the inventory so we can buy things such as new engines to speed up how quick we go up and down. Um, and we're going to put our character in here. Someone's actually made me a boring machine, if I can find it. Well, I've got it somewhere, and we're going to be putting it in. I'm gonna put the link to that in the next video whenever we do that. All right. So you want to create a new JavaScript in your game folder under the scripts and call that movement. Movement. And open that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh. Okay. So when I was deciding how I'm gonna do this, I had to think a bit about what would be best, and I tried moving. Well, I tried adding a force. That worked quite well. But what I'm actually going to do for this tutorial is I'm going to, yeah, probably apply force again because I like the way it's not just, you'll see. It's fine, you'll see. Alright, my bad. Okay, so we're going to do if input dot get key, I guess just get key, and then key code. And for the first one, we're going to do A. And this game is a bit 2D, so we won't have to do, WS. We'll just have to do three: W, A, and D. W for moving up, A for moving left, and D for moving right. And then moving downwards will be done through the rigid bodies. You know, it's already programmed in with gravity, so that's fine. We don't have to touch that. I'm just gonna copy that and paste it 3 times. Change that to a big D, and this one to a big W. So get key means when key A, well, your key code here, is pressed, it's gonna run everything in here. If you hold it, it's still gonna run everything in here. So before we saw get key up, so that means once you release the key, once you bring the key up, it's gonna execute this code once. But get key does it multiple times, and that's what I kind of want to do. Also, I'm going to create functions for these because I like keeping everything clean. You don't have to. You could put everything inside the function, straight inside the update function, but I'm not going to do that. So A is left, move left. Function move right. Function. Actually, for the function, move up, I'm just going to put it straight into W. Okay, so if I remember right, we're gonna execute, we're gonna do the move left first, and then we just have to copy that for the right. So move left. What do we want to do? Well, for starters, we do, we want to move our player one square to the left. So why don't we just do transform dot position equals vector 3 transform, whoops, yeah, transform, but with a little t, dot position, and this is x. Sorry about this. And then what I'm going to do is a copy transform dot position, put it here, dot y, and then dot z. Whoops. Like that. And now in my x, I'm moving left, so I have to -1. Put a float there. I'm not sure you're gonna need that. Probably not. Let's see if we get any errors. Good, we don't. So now, if I drag my movement script onto my player object, and then I run it, and then was to click A, you can see I move down. So that's good, that works. And for the time being, all I'm going to do is I'm going to do get key down, because I want to move one square instead of many. You can see I'm moving down. And if I was to dig a hole, move it down like that. Yay, we got movement. And that's the problem we get with this script. Whoops. Well, we'll fix that now. It'll actually move itself into the neighbor's cube, which is not what we want to do. So we're gonna fix that. And then in the move right, we just have to add 1 to our X position. And so there we go. We've already created the left and right movement. And for the W, what we want to do is we want to do rigid body dot add transform dot rigid add force in Unity force. Okay, force as a Unity vector 3. So I guess we could put up. No. I'm gonna pause it here, and I'm gonna look back at my notes because I kind of forgot this. Right. I took the long way. It is just rigid body dot add force, and then it was vector 3 dot up. And then we have to times it by a number to set its speed, and I'm gonna leave that blank for now because I want the speed to be, you know, the type of engine you buy. So it's kind of, let me re-explain this. In HUD, actually let's do this now. In HUD, we're gonna create a new enum called engine, and in this enum, let's see, 2 seconds. No, I don't have it here. In this, never mind. In this enum, we're gonna have a normal engine equal to an int, a speed. I'm gonna put normal to 10. I'm gonna put tuned to 12. I'm gonna put rocket. And finally, yeah, just rockets to, you know, 16 or something. And now, when I say engine, well, not in here, but like engine dot normal, this wouldn't work, but it's basically equal to 10. And the reason why it won't work, I don't actually know, but in here, all I'm gonna do to fix that is I'm going to create a new public static variable called speed, and be equal to nothing for now. And I'm gonna times this by speed. And then in my HUD, actually I need to create a new var engine with a small e, and make this equal to engine dot normal. Let's see. In my load function, I want to say movement, which is my movement script, dot speed equals engine. So now you can see that that doesn't work. Let me increase this let me just change my default value to rockets. And I have to reset my HUD right here, like that. See, I go up. There's my feet. And I was going to start to go back down. Yay. So yeah, that's how it pretty much works. But the problem with this system is that you're only telling our movement script what engine you've got when you load it. So when we create our shop to buy the engines, we're also going to specify that and change this to well, just change speed once we create that, same way we did for load. So now if I hit play, we're gonna test this. I'm gonna go down. Okay. And then I'm gonna create like a nice little path like that. And now I'm gonna move up. Whoops. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do that problem. You guys have probably seen it. In the update function, I'm just gonna do if transform dot position is not equal dot I think it was z is not equal to 0, then transform dot position equals vector 3 transform, let me just copy this like that, dot x dot y, because let me explain this in a second, and then here it's gonna be 0. So we don't want to change our x position, and we don't want to change our y, because if we're, you know, downwards or sideways, we don't want to change that, but we do want to change our z, and z is the back, so down here and down here. So that's positive z, that's negative z. So we don't want that to happen. So if I save that, hit play, and actually if I was just to click my thing and then try to drag it forward and backwards, it doesn't work. It always brings me back to 0. So that's perfect. And now we also want to do this for our rotation. And transform dot rotation. And for rotation, you don't have to do the one you've got to change is the y, because we're pivoting around the y. So if it's not equal to 0, then we're gonna do rotation equals quaternion transform dot rotation. Actually, for this it's just 0 0 4 times, because we always want to be 0 0. So now if I do this actually and just try to click down, you can see we're always facing correctly, which is good. That's very good. Now if I do like a little box, yeah, well, it's not perfect yet, but hopefully we can get it perfect soon enough. Alright, thanks for watching guys, bye bye.